How do you use these techniques? You know, if you are Netflix, you can use this on a per title basis. Very few companies can do that. You just don't have that kind of money to spend on each video. I've tried this several times with category specific encoding. What has worked is looking at a major network that had talk shows, game shows, and then action shows. We were able to take their fixed encoding ladder down significantly, like 30 to 40% for channels that use exclusively game shows and talk shows without viewers even noticing. And we did that using, we proved that concept using the techniques that we just described. The action shows needed, well here, we talked about the numbers. And essentially what I did is with the talk show, I was able to get, taking a step back when I started working with them, their target fixed rate in the fixed encoding ladder, or the top fixed rate in the encoding ladder, where their ceiling was 8 megabits per second for all files. And what I was able to show is that with talk shows and most game shows, you could get to 93 VMAF points, 93 to 95 at 5 megabits per second. And that, once we proved that, once we rolled it out and tried it, we found that, customers didn't notice the difference. On the other hand, there were a lot of other shows that were, we couldn't get to VMAF 93 at 5 megabits per second, so we left those at 8. Also had good luck with, or good success using these techniques with a training company that had some real world videos that were, actual people talking, and also videos that were, PowerPoint or screen cam based, and they came up with different ladders for both of those. So, that worked very effectively. And then I worked with an online training company that had some videos that were bicycle races, and we showed that those had to be, 1080p, very, very high bit rate, but some of the gym work that they were doing, say for yoga or stretching or recovery, they could do those at 720p at much lower bit rates, and viewers wouldn't notice the difference. So that's where per category worked. Per category didn't work. If you're trying to separate out action movies or other kind of movies, that didn't work for me. There's just too much differential within each category. Separate ladders for different animations versus movies, that didn't work. And maybe if you're a cartoon network and you have very specific kinds of cartoons, you can come up with different ladders. But looking at the differences between Sintel and Big Buck Bunny and other animated movies, it's just too big to come up with different ladders for different categories.